Can we talk about what happened at our Capitol yesterday? I am so disgusted at the events as they played out before my eyes. I mean, it was very surreal. And all my years, I'm an American citizen. I have never seen anything like this. I'm talking about people that pushed through the gates, that got into the Capitol, and that ran through our sacred Senate floor, that ran through the chambers, ran through the halls, essentially had free reign throughout the Capitol, went into the U.S. Speaker's office, Nancy Pelosi, and sat like on her chair and put their feet on her desk and took letters and even records from her office, rummaging through sacred, confidential, and protected documents. I mean, I have never seen anything like this. Anything like this. I am so disheartened. I'm so disgusted. I am thinking about the countries that are watching, that have watched us, and that are laughing, that we've become a laughing stock too. We have been the example, the land, the country of the free, the country that is a democracy, right? But what happens when the very people and our own country tears it down? Tears it down. I mean, the division and the hatred. We cannot drive out hate, right? Through hate. We can't do it. So that's not the solution, but we have to do something about it. You know, I can't help but to say, if this was a Black Lives Matter protest and this happened, we would have been shot. We would have been killed. There would have not been any negotiating with us, right? We don't negotiate with terror. Like, they would have never negotiated with us. We would have been killed. We would have been shot. You know, they would have leased dogs out on us. You know, it would not have ended the same. But we have not seen that there. We've seen a failure. Our guards failed. They failed to protect. They failed to protect the Capitol. In some sense, they allowed these people to come in. You'll see pictures of people busting in the windows. I mean, like, deliberately taking items and busting the windows of the Capitol and jumping through the windows with bats and with other weapons. I mean, weapons. It was essentially it was sieged. Capitol was sieged. You know, the Congress and senators, they had to go and find shelter. They were afraid. They were afraid. They were in terror. And these were domestic terrorists. And like I said, if this was a Black Lives Matter protest, the story would have ended very differently. Very differently. It would have not been the same thing. You see pictures of people climbing on the sides of the wall of the building, like climbing on it. I couldn't believe my eyes. You know, our children were watching. What are our children thinking? You know, they were watching this and they were seeing this happen. And we have to have consequences in place. We have to have consequences that deals with these people that committed these acts of treason. We need to find them, locate them, and they need to be punished for what they did. They need to be held accountable to the law. This was chaotic. We need to find our place back in America where we restore back our integrity, restore back who we are as a country, because this is chaotic. And you know, it's very sad that our president was incited this insurrection and was nowhere to be found when people were trying to find him and when people were trying to locate him and pleading with him to do a video to send these people home, you know, and he eventually did, but it was a BS video. It wasn't, you know, it incited more chaos. You know, 4 people lost their lives. 4 people lost their lives. 3 fatal injuries. 1 woman was shot in her chest. This became deadly. Deadly. And it is a bad example. It is a bad reflection on us as a country. We need to do a better job. We need to restore back our integrity. We need leaders. I'm trusting in the fact that we're going to have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, president-elect and vice president-elect in office, and that they will bring us back to where we need to be as a country, because we've lost so much in the last 4 years. We have lost our morale. We have lost the meaning of what it means to be America. We've lost we've lost that. We've lost some parts of that, not all the way, but we've lost parts of it, and it needs to be restored back. And this needs to be a moment where we're awakened, our eyes are open. We realize that we need to get it together. We need to get it together. And so I am hopeful that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be our next vice president and president, and that the work, the integrity, the restoration of our morale in our country will happen. I'm confident in that, and that leaders, especially local leaders, church and faith-based leaders, will come out and will really just restore back this country. And that really is, you know, why I wanted to come on and do this video. So we need to pray for America, pray for our country. Those of you that are watching, pray. Don't be spectators, pray. And really, we need to speak out against it. And the people that committed these crimes, they need to be punished.